Hello and welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a bit different as this isn't a gaming video, and I am a bit late to the party, but today I have a video for you on my recent new favorite series, Murder Drones. This will be my general overview of it, so I won't really go into specific detail in any one part. This video will contain some spoilers, so if you still haven't seen Murder Drones and don't want it spoiled, go back and watch it, and then come back to this video. Now, if you're new to Murder Drones and haven't seen the show before, I will provide a brief background to get you set in on the plot. Murder Drones is an online animated web series created by Liam Vickers and produced by Glitch Productions. Murder Drones is set in the far future after all the humans wiped themselves and all organic life out on the planet Copper 9. After all humans and life were wiped out on the planet, the only sentient beings left are robot worker drones created by J.C. Jensen in space. The company didn't like the drones having independence though, so they sent the disassembly drones to wipe out the worker drones, just generally commit mass murder. We then follow a rebellious teenage worker drone named Uzi, who lives in an outpost bunker left by the humans. This bunker is protected by 3 doors with the rest of the remaining worker drones on the inside alongside her. Uzi is rebellious and wants to go outside the walls, resulting in her accidentally befriending and teaming up with the disassembly drone, N, to figure out their past and combat the eldritch force that threatens their planet. Now, I had first heard of Murder Drones a few years ago, but I didn't end up actually watching it until a few weeks ago. I ended up really enjoying the series and wanted to yap about a few of its major parts I found good, as well as less good. Moving on to the first topic, the series animation. The animation and art style of Murder Drones is definitely what makes it stand out the most to me. Starting with the pilot, I definitely think it is the weakest. Now, this isn't me saying the pilot's animation is bad per se, it is just noticeably less good in comparison to the later episodes. A big difference between the earlier and later episodes is the visuals look a lot more muted in color, most notably the pilot. By episode 4, though, the animation definitely ramps up. I also noticed that the lighting improved a lot between episodes 1 to 4. After watching the whole series, I went back to rewatch it, and seeing the older animation and lighting in the pilot was a bit odd after being used to the new, better episodes. And finally, the music video's animation. The animation is almost 3 to 4 minutes long, and it's so good. It's amazing to see the series animated in Glitch Team's newest methods after the last episode being in 2024. Because it just elevates the already good song. I know the music video is debated a bit, but I thought it was really good. Anyway, moving on to the next section. To start this section off, I'm just going to immediately come out and say the music is so good in the series. AJ DiSpirito, sorry if I'm saying that wrong. His soundtrack really captures the series vibe as a whole. Some of my favorite songs being The Knife Dance, Eternal Dream, and Solver Uzi. In episode 3, at the prom fight, Knife Dance just really lines up with the animation and action so well. It's the first track in the series I really took note of, not saying the other ones were bad before it. Skipping ahead a few episodes, Eternal Dream is a really pretty song, and it just makes V's sacrifice even more heartbreaking than it already would have been. I'll replay that scene in case it has been a while since you've seen it, or if you haven't.
Nah. Uzi? I trust you.
V, please! Can you set me free?
Now, I won't talk about Solver Uzi here, or any other of my favorite songs from the series, because I don't want this section to be like 20 minutes long. So, if you want to see the songs for yourself, I'll link his soundtrack and his channel in the description below. Overall, I really enjoyed the music of Murder Drones, and in my opinion, it's one of the show's strongest areas. And moving on to the characters. In my opinion, the characters are the strongest part of Murder Drones, in general. I'll talk about the main characters here, but I can cover more of the side characters later. The main character, Uzi, while I like her, tends to either suck people into the series or push you away with her writing. Not everybody likes her edgy, teen, sarcastic, awkward personality. Several of my friends have stopped watching because of only seeing how Uzi is in the pilot. With that said, I do think she's a well-written, well-rounded character by the time the series comes to an end. And while I personally didn't dislike her in the pilot, I know some people tend not to. Moving on to N, everyone's favorite mass murderer. While I'm not much of an N guy, I still do think he's a good character. I think one of the reasons I'm not a big of a fan of N is due to him not having that much character development in general in the series. Like in episode 5, when N is in Sin's bunker and sees Sin's experiments on him and the other drones in the mansion, it's played off as a joke.
That's a pretty metal origin story.
Not dealing with this great, to be immediately honest. Okay, it's gone.
Although, when he has a breakdown, I do think development-wise, that is his strongest point in the series. Personally, I like when characters develop a lot over their whatever series they're in. And there's V. I like V a lot. I think in the whole series, V has by far the most character development. She goes from being an unhinged psychopathic murderer to a caring unhinged psychopathic murderer. Jokes aside, she does have the most character development, going from hating Uzi to accepting her, and in episode 6 sacrificing herself so they could escape the Sentinels. And moving on to my favorite flesh suit wearing, planet destroying robot, Sin. In terms of a main villain, I feel Sin, or the Absolute Solver, fits that role perfectly. She's unsettling, sometimes straight up creepy, and is still somehow funny on top of it all.
Leg.
Sin is by far one of my top favorite villains. Her design is very well executed as well. I'd say she has the best design in the series. Hot take, maybe not. When I first watched episode 7, where it's revealed that Tessa is Sin, I was genuinely surprised. The surprise came from both the fact that Tessa's being worn like a meat puppet, and also the fact that Tessa was Sin. Now that I've rewatched it, I've noticed the foreshadowing before this reveal, but I genuinely didn't see it watching through the first time. I also find it funny, terrifying, that the only reason Uzi and Co. can even stand up to Sin is because she's toying with them, like food. Though Sin is messing with them is also the reason she's ultimately defeated. Overall, I really enjoyed Murder Drones as a series, and even though it is not a perfect show, I believe it did all of what it set out to do, and it did it well. Sorry if this video feels off or a bit fast. This is my first time making a video of this format, so any feedback I would greatly appreciate. Thank you for watching and have a great day.